Tupulang nga Samoa o au maui atunu e mama ala maia se ifai so tasao e tu manu aile tu longo longo no taolanga tupu tupu a e tau fono fono Lauanga ifanua Uatiua ita ua Paalo alo Alofa inai matua Talale toea ina Sole alo malu faiva Tupulanga Samoa o au maui atunu e mama ala maia se ifai so tasao e tu manu aile tu longo longo no taolanga tupu tupu a e tau fono fono Lauanga ifanua Uatiua ita ua Paalo alo Alofa inai matua Talale toea ina Sole alo malu faiva
Welcome everyone Welcome everyone tuning in from Facebook and YouTube to our Impower Her segment. I'm your host, Celestia Utai, and this is our other host, Talea Utai. We will be discussing the topic of Samoan youth growing up outside of Samoa and the lack of cultural influence in their lives. And we will start that discussion right after this break. So we're just going to get straight into it because we started a bit late. But so the topic for today are the challenges faced by Samoan youth growing up outside of Samoa. So what do you think what do you think are the main challenges, Talea, that Samoan youth grow up outside of Samoa?
I can't necessarily speak on behalf of all the youth, Samoan youth, but I do know there are a lot of similarities with a lot of different families. I know for me growing up, one of the hardest things growing up outside of Samoa and in a foreign country, it would be the language, trying to keep the language alive and trying to learn as much as I can, because I know for sure for me, because my parents wanted me to excel in my studies, as well as my other siblings, they wanted us to speak English at home. To make sure that we could speak well in and out of the house. So Samoan wasn't around much.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, we have the same parents. We're actually
unfortunately
sisters. So that was very much our household. I feel like there are three different types of youth in our generation. There's those who grew up like us in a traditional Samoan household as first immigrant generation. So our parents grew up in Samoa, and then there are those who, whose parents grew up here, and they grew up without the same traditions that we grew up with when our parents are like from Samoa. And then there are those who, the youth that came from Samoa to find a better life here. But I think for our category, like it's definitely the trying to keep alive the culture and the traditions and our language, because our parents were always like wanted us to do so good in school and like practice our English, and because I think we used to be fluent when we were younger, but then when we started going to high school, we were like, oh no. But yeah, that's definitely one of the. Do you have any other challenges you reckon that our youth face growing up outside of Samoa with the lack of cultural influence?
I think because of the lack of knowledge that our youth have of our culture and how beautiful it is, it's easy for them to be about it, like, or embarrassed, like, because their parents do it, but they don't. Anything their parents do is like, ew. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So they try not to do it anyway. And,
Yeah, that's
you know,
so true.
I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just saying, like, I think that's what other kids
very
do.
proud of
Yeah, never embarrassed of our parents.
That's so, yeah. No, that's a big one. Okay, the next question is, what do you think the importance of cultural influence in shaping identity and values?
Man, I'm honestly so grateful that I am Samoan, because what being Samoan has taught me, it's a lot, like,
Yeah.
but it's so worth knowing and understanding the values. Like, when I think of what it's like to be a good person, I always think, what is it like to be Samoan?
Yeah.
And then I will be good.
Yeah, that's so true. I think, yeah, like the just the things that you don't really think about, but like, because we're very like we look after each other, and I think that's a Samoan thing. Like, who's the youngest in the room? Make sure that they are like taken care of, or who's the oldest
That's
in
so
the room.
funny, because I'm the youngest, and I don't think I've experienced any sort of care.
I don't take care of you.
We'll get back to that.
No, but yeah, it's that what you were saying. Like, when you think of trying to be a good person, it's like, what would a Samoan person do? What would mom do? Like, what
What would she do, or what would she force us to do? Like,
what
these
is
moments?
whai'ai for this
Yeah.
situation? Like, how do you use your whai'ai?
What is respect? you
Yeah.
know, all of those things.
That's so true. Yeah, so what do you have any tips for our parents or other mentors, like our older cousins, on how to help the Samoan youth navigate the challenges and complexities of growing up outside of Samoa?
I think maybe everyone, because I know it's a part of us Polynesians or Islanders, Samoans as well, to mock each other for fun. You know, like, it's normal to be the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
And here in Australia, one of the main jokes is being plastic. You know, you don't know enough. You're a loser. Like, that's the kind of vibe we get. So I would encourage parents, cousins, teachers, friends, family to just maybe calm down a bit on the jokes. You know, yeah, I'm plastic, teach me.
Yeah.
I'm plastic, whose fault is that? Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, that's so true though. I think a tip I would have for parents and mentors is something that I'm trying to practice with my younger nieces and nephews and stuff is like, everyone knows no means no. Like, everyone knows that phrase. And I mean, it's a good thing to respect your elders and just listen to them, but I think it's very helpful when they explain to you why the answer is no. when you as a kid you're just very curious, and if all you hear is no, 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 you don't learn from that. So I feel like that's a tip. Just take the time to explain your reasoning, and then maybe it'll help them not ask those stupid questions in the future. I don't know. But yeah, definitely. What do you think? How do you think the role of education, family, and community? How can we use those avenues to support Samoan youth in maintaining their cultural heritage?
Education, family, and community.
And community.
I think with education, because we live in Australia, you can only do so much. You know, we can't tell them to change the curriculum and just be like, nah, teach me Samoan. So I think the responsibility of education would be in the home, like around your family. You know, I think parents, we have a dictionary, you know, right next door to our room.
We have a whole encyclopedia.
Yeah, available to us 24/7. You know, we just gotta ask. And if we don't ask, that's fine. Tell us. Just sit us down and be like, hey, here are some cool stories, or like, you know, this is a fun fact about where you're from. You know, just always keeping us learning. Does that make sense? Anyways.
Yeah, and for those who don't have access to, like, who aren't blessed with parents that know, you know, a lot about the Samoan culture, make friends at school or when it comes to the community. That's why I love programs that tailor towards the Samoan community, like Miss Samoa. Like when we started it, these girls, like, they're learning so much now, and like that wouldn't have happened if we didn't
Tupulanga Samoa.
The director didn't start the Miss Samoa pageant up again. So any program or event that you are thinking of starting, and you have that kind of way in the community, do it. I think that would really help. It's very beneficial to our youth. It's not a waste of time, I would say. But yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of challenges that the Samoan youth face?
No, I don't think I can think of anything else.
Yeah, that was a good little discussion. We'll be right back after this break to talk about Miss Samoa, the Miss Samoa pageant coming up in July. So stay tuned for that.
There were no Samoan lawyers in this industry back in the day that were doing what I'm doing, which is giving back to the Pasifika community. A lot of people see lawyers in the negative light, and my job is to change it. And how do we do that? Step by step. We build the trust in the community. And that's all I want to do, is I just want to help my people and do good things for my people. The biggest problem is that we're underrepresented. We are unaware of our rights and our entitlements. My job as a Pasifika lawyer in Queensland is to educate our people. The best part of my job is being able to see the smile on my people's faces, to be able to see them progress on and move on with their lives. We have a saying in our firm that says, you know, our job or our mission is to enrich the lives of every single one of our clients. And I believe that to be very true. The best part of my job is leaving our clients in a better position than before they met us.
When I first got the opportunity to work in New Zealand in the RSC program, I was both grateful and nervous. Now it's my 6th time working here, and I'm so happy to be able to provide for my family and give my 3 children a good education. My name is Madare Bentani, and I'm come from a village Tanea on the island of Vava'o in Tonga. There are 10 Tongans on the farm, and we have become very close working together, lots of songs and lots of laughter. In Tonga we live by a culture called Hangawhakatonga, and we have to respect people, caring them, and helping them, loving them, and be kind to them as well. For us, it is a beautiful thing to work hard to grow beautiful food. Apples, kiwis, oranges, pears. I love the work. We're all in it together and we get treated well.
We love having Matali and the boys from Tonga working for us. They're loud, they're noisy, they love having a bit of fun, but they're hard working. So we appreciate their efforts.
The boys call me Mata, which means my nickname. We all live together in Samoa and different cooks every night, big curries and stews. It's wonderful to get off the farm and play rugby and touch footy together for our company Wine and Nursery. On Friday nights we meet up with the other Tongans in Nelson to play volleyball, and on Sunday we go to church.
Malawere, my name is Peter Haola. I'm the regional coordinator for the Vakamesina. It is important while they are here to add a range of skills from managing money, computer skills, leadership, and basic buildings.
We're also grateful to gain more skills and learning through the Vakamesina program. I've learned a lot of new things and it's helped me in lots of parts of my life. I love coming down to the beach at Rabbit Island, and it reminds me of bringing my family to the beach in Tonga. I get homesick sometimes, but every day I speak to my family, which lifts my mood. Every time I hit the send button to transfer money, I get a feeling of happiness that I am helping my family. I miss my family very much, but through my work on the farm, one day we will build a big house together. That's why I use Send Money Pacific to find the best rates possible when I'm sending money back to my family, because every dollar counts.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, guys. So I wanted to talk about who we are and our roles. So we are both a part of the Miss Samoa Queensland committee. I'm the production manager, and we're both pretty much advisors. But yes, tickets go on sale if you want to. They're already on sale, and VIP tickets are on sale on Try Booking if you want to come and be a part of the girls' journey. And it'll be a really good night to see these girls grow. And yeah. So how's your experience been in Miss Samoa, in the committee and helping these girls?
Oh, it's been the absolute greatest, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my favorite part about this whole thing is stressing together. Like, because the more we stress, the more we realize how important this actually is. Like, when we talk about, you know, the workshops and what we want to do at the workshops and what we want to teach the girls, it just makes me that much more proud to be someone like, wow, like this really is something that not only the girls, but we need to all learn. And I'm pretty sure during the workshops, I'm the one like in the back, like, wow, like, and it's not even for me.
That's so true. Because we are very creative. We grew up very like musical and did dance and stuff. So we are very happy to be a part of this project for the girls. And yeah, it's very like, I don't know. I think if you asked me back then, like, oh, Miss Samoa is like, what's the point of that? But like now being a part of it, it's like such a rich learning experience for not just the girls, but for everyone, like in the committee. Like even the older sisters in the committee, we're all learning from each other and teaching each other. So help support us. Come buy a ticket,
Please.
It'll be a really good show. I promise you. I'm head of production.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also if you see the girls out and the contestants out in public. I know that they will be attending the Titilo Mai Whiawhia night.
Yes.
In July. I think tickets go on sale tomorrow, so that'll be another fun event to help maintain our cultural heritage, guys.
Yes, that's exactly it.
But yeah, after this break, we'll go back to the topic of tonight's segment and finish up. And if you have any questions, we'll have a little Q&A if anyone has any questions, and we'll talk about it after this break.
There were no Samoan lawyers in this industry back in the day that were doing what I'm doing, which is giving back to the Pasifika community. A lot of people see lawyers in the negative light, and my job is to change it. And how do we do that? Step by step. We build the trust in the community. And that's all I want to do, is I just want to help my people and do good things for my people. The biggest problem is that we're underrepresented. We are unaware of our rights and our entitlements. My job as a Pasifika lawyer in Queensland is to educate our people. The best part of my job is being able to see the smile on my people's faces, to be able to see them progress on and move on with their lives. We have a saying in our firm that says, our job or our mission is to enrich the lives of every single one of our clients. And I believe that to be very true. The best part of my job is leaving our clients in a better position than before they met us.
VIP ai mo unga enterprises ke whanongonongo atu o mau osi ka mata awe uta me sene Australia ki tonga eiki. Koe mau awe uta wakatahi, container o kukawai e kato, talamu, puha mita e whāriunga wha, moi puha mita e onoliunga wha, peha whainga puha pe. Ko iai whetu taki mai lewa, he te maulawa ke uatua ngahi tongi whakamama au pito ke tau ka mata aki. Lava le pe hano whaoho uta he mau warehouse, pe ko mau tokoni ki he te liwa mai ho uta iha tongi whaka atu i Moni. Kia toi whakaiki ki whekau aki mo ngā weni, kā taki o whitu taki mai ki ta talanoa, kia whaunga mo te tongi o Kualalawa ki mau tokoni atu ai. Talanoa kia pulumu mo unga he ahoni, i he whiki telefoni koe noa wha, tolu wha, hiwa walu nima, noa wha, tolu wha, hiwa walu nima. E-maili mo unga at y7mail.com, whakaiki e pēsi au pulumu mo unga he tohi whawhonga, pe koe WhatsApp, whakatokanga iange e mautua sila, koe taha hiwa nima o Miller Road, Villawood, Sene, New South Wales, ua taha no tolu. Malo au pito be whakapapatu me hi timi ngā ue ai mo unga Enterprises Warehouse MEW.
Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to go through the Q&A portion of today's segment. We do have one question in the chat. What is some advice for young Samoan people who are wanting to learn more about their heritage but don't know where to start? Thank you, Shania, for that question. I think, like we were saying before, when it came to community and stuff, like these events, like Miss Samoa pageant, there was a festival last week for Samoan independence, and just now this Whiawhia night that I spoke about that Titilo Mai is holding. Anytime, like, make sure you are on these spaces, so that you can hear about them and then go to them, meet people, talk to people. I know for sure that if you came to the pageant and you spoke to us and you wanted to learn, we would find ways for you to... The Samoan people are very helping and very they offer to do whatever it is that they think that you want or need. So definitely there's plenty of resources and people out there. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah. If for some reason you don't want to do that or you're a bit shy, I would suggest just using Google. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, there was a lot of little like books that I read online, just random books. There was one, even a Samoa language book, where I got to learn a lot of the basics. Like there's a lot of information now, especially now, that you can find of Samoa online.
We have another question. Why is it important to learn about your heritage? I guess it depends on the person. Like if that's an important thing for you to carry on throughout generations, then, but if not, then that's fine, I guess. But
I would encourage it.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to lose a culture than it is to gain it back.
Yeah.
You know, it'd probably take one generation of youth not being able to speak or not knowing anything about their culture in order for us to lose it. And then it'll take us ages to research and find it, get it back again. I think it's important to keep it alive because it is who we are, and I believe that we should all be proud of where we come from. Like, yeah, we live in Australia, but you know, we wouldn't be as big and muscly and cool and strong as we are if we weren't Samoan.
I don't know if it's because I'm Samoan and I'm so prideful that I'm Samoan.
Yeah.
But like, if I wasn't Samoan, I don't know who I'd be. Like,
Yeah. I don't think I'd want to be
like everything that I am now. Like, besides the fact that I'm Samoan, like, oh wow, like this is who I am. Like,
Yeah.
it feels weird. Like, that's why I love culture. It's so big and rich and such a beautiful thing. Like, it's easy to fall in love with your culture if you want to. Yeah. All right. Do you have any other questions, or should we just recap what we spoke about tonight?
I don't think I have any questions.
What's your biggest takeaway from tonight's discussion?
Taking initiative.
Yeah.
I just want to stress to all the youth out there, you know, please don't be embarrassed of your culture. It is such a beautiful thing, and I'm grateful that I was never Ma. Like, I'm grateful that I took the time out of my day to go and ask literally anyone that was around me that looked Samoan, hey, what does this mean? Well, you know, I just want to stress that, you know. And it's not embarrassing to be plastic. It just means that we have something to learn, you know. There's always something you need to learn.
100%. Yeah, I think that concludes our segment for today. Thank you so much for joining.
Oh, no worries. Anytime, honestly.
Shout out to Lola.
Shout out to Lola. It's been a really
We were
rough
all
day
new
today.
in the studio today, but we made it work. See the power of youth now.
So guys, I'm going to put my pay ID in the description.
Join us next week for the Impower Her segment. Yeah, tune in next week.
Whawhetai lava.
Tupulanga Samoa o au maui atu nuu e mama ala maia se I fai so tasao e tu manu aile tu longo longo no taolana tupu tupu a e tau fono fono Lauanga ifanua Uati ita ua Paalo Alofa inai matua Tala le toea ina Sole alo malu